Hi guys, welcome back to another video this week. I'm so happy that you can come join me if you are watching this. Before I jump into it, the one thing I wanted to say is that I reached 500 subscribers. For me, like, it's a milestone, and I think that every small milestone should be celebrated. So the main thing that I want to say is thank you to my viewers and my subscribers. Without you guys, like, this, I probably wouldn't keep making videos. I almost gave up like 3 times, but now that I know what kind of content that I want to produce for everybody, it's fairly exciting to see this substantial growth. So thank you guys. My next goal will be to reach 1,000. So if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe and help a girl out. We're gonna jump into the video now, and so today's video is actually in collaboration with Forabeli. So Forabeli is a lash company that sells a lot of adhesives and different lash products. So I've in the past used their extra strong lash glue, which is supposed to be a glue to use if you are trying to work faster, which is what I was trying to do. I was trying to increase my speed time, and I found that some of my glues were drying too slow. So today we're gonna test them out, and I'm gonna kind of do a review. Today the products that I'll be using is this glue right here, which is one of their lash extension glues that they wanted me to test out for them. So thank you so much, Forabeli, for sending me these. I'm really excited to use them, and as you can see, they're not even opened yet. Then I also have the sensitive glue as well, which I'm really happy they sent this to me because I have been getting DMs from girls prior to the lockdown about sensitive glue and asking me if I have sensitive glue, because, you know, not everybody's eyes are the same, and sometimes those extra strength glues that I like to use and that have like a longer retention time, the fumes are just way too strong for girls that have very sensitive eyes. So this will be great for that, but it does have a slower curing time, so I'm a little nervous about that because I like to work quite as fast as I can, basically, but still neat and still do my best. But with that being said, we have the Forabeli Max Solution Lash Glue Accelerator. So I'm guessing this is a product that is great for people who have different types of humidity within their environment. So because humidity does affect the adhesive, you want to have like a nice balance, but sometimes it's quite hard to do that, especially if you live in a country that has changing seasons. So I live in Canada, so right now it's winter, so currently in the basement, like, I live in a basement apartment with my boyfriend, and it gets so dry in here sometimes, which is odd because it's a basement. You'd think it'd be very moist, but I actually have to sleep with a humidifier on, and when I'm lashing clients in this room, I have to have a humidifier going. But if you have something like this, it could actually really help you speed up that lash adhesive polymerization process. Alright, so I already unpacked the glues and the accelerator. So this is what the accelerator looks like, and it comes in this little cute bottle, and I love it because it's a brush that's already comes with it, so I don't have to take those little cottonless Q-tips and keep using a bunch of them. I can just keep using this. So this is going to be really cool. And so what this does is it helps basically accelerate the drying time of your glue. So cyanoaccelerator, it dries from humidity and moisture within the air from the outside in, and basically when you apply this little serum or solution on the strip of the eyelash and let it dry, the chemical reactions allows the adhesive to dry faster, therefore minimizing the amount of fumes going into your eyes. It also allows the extension to bond to the natural lash a little bit better and for longer. And it also is great for people who have sensitive eyes in general. Even though I'm using a sensitive glue, this could maybe help even more. I would definitely recommend to use this if you are having humidity problems. I also definitely suggest getting a hydrometer, which basically calculates the humidity in the environment that you are working in. I'm going to test it out for you guys. So this is basically what it looks like. Pretty cute, pretty cute. Okay. And so for the adhesives, I was sent 2 bottles. They're both the same size, just different packages. This one I believe is a 1 to 2 second, and this is a 7 and 8. This is 3 to 4 weeks, and this is 7 to 8 weeks. So this one is supposed to be better with the retention, I guess. And this one doesn't last as long, but if your eyes are super sensitive, this is great for it. And hopefully with the mixture of these 2 products, we will get the ultimate retention with still taking into consideration sensitivity for clients' eyes. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so as you can see here, I have my glue and the accelerator, and then I have my lash tray. Please ignore the tape. I've been trying to use different brands of lashes, and guys, this one does not stick, so I'm not even gonna tell you what brand it is because I don't like it very much. All right, so the first glue we are gonna try out will be the sensitive glue. First things first is we're gonna get the accelerator, and so it's quite dry in here right now. The heater is actually on, so hopefully this will make a difference. So just on the base of the lashes. But you're supposed to let this dry for at least 2 minutes. So what I would do is get my fan, and I would probably just dry it like that. Okay, and then so we're gonna shake this glue, put it in the glue ring, and then we'll start lashing. Okay, so originally I wanted to lash from my point of view, but it's just way too difficult with the camera between me. So this is the lashes. I always find it's a lot harder to lash on the mannequin, but you're gonna have to bear with me here. So the isolation process is definitely a lot harder, but like I find lashing on people is way easier than lashing on mannequins. Okay, so I can definitely tell, probably can't see, just see right there. The drying time is definitely a lot slower, so maybe I can try to lash like this outer corner one so you guys can actually see. Swipe, swipe, and then oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this slow drying one. Get off. It could also be the environment, but I thought the accelerator would do something. Okay, so the lash is on there. So yeah, I have noticed that it is a lot slower with drying time, but I feel like the accelerator has helped though, because I've used a sensitive glue without an accelerator before, and let me tell you, it was hell. It was hell. So this accelerator has definitely worked, and it is speeding up the time. I'm gonna open that up and isolate that lash. We're gonna dip it in just a little bit, not too much, and then we're gonna swipe. And then you can also apply from the bottom underneath, which I'm gonna do. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. It's a little difficult to attach the lash from underneath on this mannequin. This is what I mean by directional placement. If you find that your lash falls to the side for whatever reason, like this, if your glue doesn't dry as fast, you can kind of play with it like this and make sure that it's straight and neat, because you want that clean lash line, right? You don't want them to crisscross, because then it starts to look messy. And I'm gonna, because this glue dries slower, I'm gonna isolate this lash for a little longer, because you don't want the neighboring lashes to get stuck together, because that's definitely the worst. So another thing you can do to speed up drying time is to use a nano mister. So I got this one from LashGod as well, which is the same brand I got my tweezers. I got this during my training, and people always ask me in the comments, what is the mist for? And because, like I said before, moisture is what helps the lash cure faster, meaning that the more moisture you have in the air, the faster the adhesive is going to polymerize and then bond to the lash. So by adding a little bit of moisture like that mist, you can kind of dry it faster. But remember, guys, to be very careful when using a nano mister. If you go too close or too much moisture, then you're going to shock the glue and it's going to turn kind of crusty white, and you don't want that either. So a little further away, and you don't want to go for too long. Maybe, like I usually do for 5 seconds. Some people say 10. I'm comfortable with 5. But so like I said before, this is harder because it's a mannequin head. Usually, I don't know why, but for me, human eyes always work better. Always a lot easier. And I can see it kind of, do you see that fall? So that fall right there just shows that it's not drying fast enough, and I absolutely hate that. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna try the inside lashes. Okay, so, alright. The glue itself, I like the texture of it. It's more syrupy, if that makes sense. It's thicker, like, and sometimes like I find that other lash adhesives are thinner, and I kind of like it when they're thicker.
It doesn't matter how I feel, or if what hurts me don't seem to be too real. They lift me up.
The lash itself isn't as open as I would like it to be, but alright, not too bad, not too bad. But you could see that it was kind of falling to that side over there. I think what I needed to do was to let the accelerator dry a little bit. I think I used it too fast. I needed to wait a little bit longer, because now the glue is starting to actually dry a lot faster. So that was my bad. I'm just gonna suggest that if you are a slow lash artist and you need more time, or the environment you're in is super moist, use this glue. If you're like me, in an extremely dry environment, don't use this glue, because it's not best for dry environments. It's because, as you can see, I'm struggling. Even with the accelerator, I'm struggling. Okay, so I finally got it on there. Just gotta play with it. Okay guys, so that's as far as I'm gonna go with this eye. It's like kind of done, not really, but I'm not gonna go further with it just because, for time's sake. So far so good. I think my problem in the beginning using that glue was just the fact that I was still lashing the same way that I was lashing with a glue that would dry 1 to 2 seconds. With these types of glue, you have to be more patient because it takes so long to dry. I needed to hold the lash in place while isolating the 2 natural lashes and just waiting a little bit. I think I also realized that I wasn't waiting enough time for the accelerator to dry, because after I started lashing those other few lashes at the end, those were sticking on a lot better. So make sure to let the accelerator kind of soak into that lash base and then go ahead and apply. But now I'm gonna flip on to the other ProCare one, which is the 1 to 2 second. I think this one's gonna work fine, and the lashes still have the accelerator on it, so I'm gonna see if it actually goes even faster, which I personally wouldn't mind. And my advice to you would be to definitely get the accelerator if you're getting the sensitive glue, and also have a nano mister nearby while you are lashing to help that speeding polymerization happen faster. Okay, so now I'm trying a different angle, and we also have the ProCare lash glue in the glue ring right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a lash and see how it turns out. My camera is slowly dying, so if this cuts off, I'm really sorry, but I definitely wanted to get a review in here before it fully dies. Okay, so I'm gonna isolate that lash. Oh yeah, 100%. I can already I see that it's drying a lot faster. And I honestly love it. I like this glue. It's definitely a glue that I would buy. See how much faster I'm able to lash with this glue? I actually, with the accelerator, I really like this glue. Like really like this glue. Oh, look at that. It has like that awesome magnetic attraction. It's still fairly dry in my environment right now, so I wouldn't, with the humidifier on, this would probably be like super fast. But you guys can already tell, like, I'm having a much easier time with this adhesive. You know what, guys? I think I might have found my favorite adhesives, because I also like the texture of the glue. So this one is also kind of like honey, but a little bit more watery compared to the sensitive glue one, which I don't mind, to be honest with you. Oh, that one was my fault.
When you see me at my worst, try to make me feel my best. This love, we just can't deny it. You know all the ways I like it. You holding me, tangled up in these sheets, holding you, holding me, easy love.
So my phone, my camera unfortunately died, but before I was gonna cut it out and just say everything. Thanks again for watching. I post every Sunday around 6:15 to 7 o'clock. And yes, please give me suggestions for video ideas while I'm in lockdown and I'm not lashing. If you want to see how I make strip lashes, that could be my next video. Probably will be, to be honest with you. And I will also share with you guys some of the techniques that I do when I'm lashing, but it's gonna have to be on this mannequin. Unfortunately, don't like lashing this mannequin, but it's all I have. So again, thank you Forabeli. Thank you for 500 subscribers, and I will be pushing out content as much as I can every single week. Stay tuned, thank you, and hit the like button if this was if it was informative at all, and also leave a comment below to suggest anything. See you guys, and I'll see you next week.